Welcome back, Kiwi Yoinkers and all other folk, to Sunsoul Gaming and another episode of the Seasoned and the Salty. Today I'm driving the T110E4. We are on Castilla, and well, let's just say there are some salty players. Now at the start here, you can see this guy. He's saying, you know, everybody, we want you to go one way. Basically, that's what he's asking. Go push and go into town, but hug the river. So, I mean, I'm not sure what that means. Hugging the river and going into town, two different things to start with. But he says, come with me, you know, and even the Kranwagen, he's like, oh my god. He knows that you can't give up a side of the map on this map. But I was going to cover him if he had gone and gotten himself into a hull down position, but he's coming back. I don't blame him one bit. He's not going to sit out there by himself, and that's fair enough. Fair enough. So I'm just going to push myself up onto this hill. There you go, T110E5 saying, Kran, come with me, and you'll see in just a minute where my guys are and what's happening essentially. So we've got these guys battling our mediums. I mean, our medium up top, he's already bled almost all of his hit points. He's just rushed out and he's been shot. Our two heavies there are pushing into the buildings, into town. I don't have any cover fire on them in town, but I do have this E100. So currently those two heavies that pushed into town have two heavies engaging them, plus the E100 on the hill, and the waffle, which is sitting in the waffle spot. Because where else would you sit a TD on the other side of the map? You're going to sit it on that hill. It's got the best range, the best shots for both sides of the map. But I mean, they've gone into town and they've already split up. I've got one heavy pushing across cap, chasing the other one, and the second heavy there trying to stop one of the enemy from coming up the ramp into town. So it's not going well. It's not going well. I'm just going to keep picking shots at the C100 because he is firing at my allied heavies, and I want to keep him on a swivel. Basically, I want to keep him on the move. I want to keep him on his toes. I don't want him to have easy shots. And you can see there, both my heavies that have pushed into town are not faring very well. They're in an undesirable position, essentially. One of the enemy there has tank destroyer cover and E100 cover, and unfortunately I missed this shot on the waffle because my control pad messed up. But I mean, as I was saying, you know, they've got no cover, they've got no support by doing what they done. But it's all my fault because I'm the guy that sat back here in this tank destroyer's position and tried to pump out the damage, tried to get a heavy off of them. So you can see both those heavies, they're not pulling up into town. My heavies weren't backing off, which meant they weren't going to pull forward. Why sit all game, moron? Well, VK, it's what tank destroyers do best. They sit back and they provide cover fire, if the team allows them to get those cover fire shots in. Now here's the 100, he's one shot left, and unfortunately I got the unlucky bounce there. I rushed my shot, but Tard sits and doesn't help. I mean, come on man, I've got 1900 damage already, and we're only halfway into the game. There's 2191 and my first kill. It's now 3 on 4, and as you can see, my two tanks over there are not very healthy. Waffle wanted to peek out and take a shot at me, realised I was looking at him, backed off. Now I've got this E100 and I can get that shot. There you go, T110E5, nub. Not sure if he's calling me a nub or someone else a nub, but the Kranwagen is saying be quiet. And again, that VK still going on about it. Just tired, sitting and sitting, not helping. I'm a TD. Thank you, T110E5. VK, stuff you. And this BK's going to call him a moron, or me a moron, or someone a moron, we're not quite sure. TD should have helped heavies, gone with the heavies. No, there is no way I was ever going to push my TD into that town. I mean, the hill at the back, sure, maybe. The hill on this side, sure, maybe. But I'm never going to put this TD in that town. It's not right at the start anyway. Not while there is still heaps of tanks there to shoot at. So this one, unfortunately, is a loss, and it is all my fault. Damage in a game that's over. Yeah, I'm going to take the damage, mate. I'm not going to take the kill for 100 at that point. You guys had already lost, which meant I'd lost. Anyway, so that's the end of that match. That's the end of the saltiness. And just a second, we will have a quick look at this guy who was at the bottom of it, almost at the bottom of our team in damage. And 76,000 battles. Like, come on, dude. Learn how to play the game. Stop raging. There's no need for it. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Until next time, guys, stay safe. Use cover. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my video. Thank you.